Okay, so those four levels were very mixed. Built my stack up to from the starting stack of 30,000 to 40,000. Good morning. Today is the day that we fire our last shot into the $300 Gladiators of Poker tournament. There have been quite a lot of entries so far in the first three flights. Yesterday there was over 6,000 entries. Today there's probably going to be over 8,000 entries. So that's going to build the prize pool up quite a lot. So yeah, as I said, $300 entry. We get 2 re-entries if we bust out, although I'll probably only do that if I bust out fairly early in the day. 30K starting stack and 30-minute levels, and let's try our luck. Okay, so those four levels were very mixed. First two were very good. Built my stack up to from the starting stack of 30,000 to 40,000, and then in the final level before the break, the blinds are 200, 400, 400. I raise in under the gun +1 to 1,200. Player in the hijack calls. Player on the button wants to raise, but throws the chips in awkwardly, and only one goes in, which is an oversized chip. Eventually the floor is called, and the floor rules it a call. And I should tell you what I have. I have 2 black aces in under the gun +1. I've made it 1,200. There was a call. Players try to raise, but did it too awkwardly. Floor rules it a call. Obviously, I'm wanting them to rule it a raise so that I can re-raise with my 2 black aces. Anyway, it's just a call. The big blind decides to call. And we go to a flop, which is 2-3-5 with 2 hearts. 2-3-5 with 2 hearts, and big blind checks. I check, expecting the original player who wanted to 3-bet to bet, and then I could raise and potentially get it in here against his kings and queens. So he does continuation bet of about 3,000, and the big blind unexpectedly goes all in for 6,500. So now I'm thinking he could have a flush draw, a pair and a straight draw, a pair and an overcard on the 2-3-5. So here I just decide to call, maybe expecting the guy who originally tried a 3-bet to raise again, but he doesn't, he just calls. The turn comes a queen of diamonds, so 2-3-5 with 2 hearts and no diamonds, then the queen of diamonds comes on the turn. Now I'm just trying to get to showdown because unfortunately we're 3 ways. I check and the original attempted 3-better checks behind. The river comes the king of diamonds, I check, and he bets 8,000. And it's at this point I think I should be able to get away from the hand, thinking that if he's 3-betting, he has things like aces, kings, queens, jacks, and ace-king. So I lose to queens and kings. I beat ace king, but I block it so much with my 2 aces, and then there's just jacks out there that I beat, which I don't think would bet so big, given that there's a king and a queen there. So jack's probably not betting. Just kings, queens, and ace king, and queens would have bet the turn to attempt to get more value and potentially get all in by the river. Unfortunately, I did call. He showed pocket kings, and the big blind, who jammed all in on the flop, shows king 7 of hearts. So he had the flush draw, and yeah, just so happened that the case king came on the river to beat my aces, and then now I'm short. I've got 7,600 now, so that's where we're at, and we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, we'll be most likely rebuying into this tournament a bit later. Okay. Ace, king, 3, and 9s. Okay, they got us in the first bullet of the Gladiators. Folds to me, I've got less than 10 blinds. I see a king, I push all in, get called by pocket 9s. Flop gives us some hope, it's ace, jack, jack, so we can hit an ace or a king, but no good. And now I'm waiting for 130 other players in front of me before I can re-enter and see where we're going to play.
Someone here. Someone. Six. Yep.
My turn?
You had deuces?
I had
I had aces.
it's too early for me.
Okay, they got us again. Called off a middle-ish stacks all in with ace queen. He had ace 10, and we can't win that one. Then actually was able to double up. Got ace 4 in against queen 10 and held. And then jammed 10 blinds with ace 9. Got called by ace 10, and I can't suck out, can I? That's going to be it for the Gladiators of poker. I'm not re-entering because I'll have less than 20 blinds, have to sit around in the queue. So I'm going to move on to the next one, which I think will be the mini main event, $1,000 entry. I'll see you in that video. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure to like them, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you for the mini main event.